Hi everyone, my name is Ranjan Raja and I'm a cybersecurity expert. And in this teaching field, I have more than 10 years of experience. But I joined my career as a cybersecurity analyst in cybercrime department in Punjab cybercrime. And there I used to work with penetration tester, tracking the criminals, working with the government. And I changed two states. First, I worked with Punjab, then I worked with Jharkhand government in India. And I have all this level of certifications like CH, Cisco, Red Hat, penetration testing, CHFI. And basically, I'm freelancer now. I work with so many companies where I used to take some corporate training also, some CSSP training, CS training, and cybersecurity training also. I did my master's from Punjab Technical Universities in 2015. And after lockdown, I started working professional as a cybersecurity trainer only. I started with this Delhi universities, then ITs, then BITS planning. Recently, I'm a full-time employee in the Times of India, and as a cybersecurity analyst, I'm working there. Even every 3 months, we used to give training to Indian Army, but this time I'm also giving training to this Nepal Army. It's a kind of cybersecurity awareness program. This is my books, which is The Alphabet of Ethical Hacking and the Secret of Cybersecurity. Very popular book also. You can find this book on Amazon, Flipkart, and Pothi.com. And I am authorized author in Indian government. You can see my ISBN, my code is written over there. Even Udemy is also very big platform. So already I have more than 1800 students now, and I have published my three courses, but this time four courses. Recently, I have added a CS practice test to this series. The first is hacking through a parrot operating system, which is the alternative of Kali Linux operating system. The second, we have this hacking through Wi-Fi slacks. It is also a Linux-based operating system, which will help you to hack a Wi-Fi signal. And the third is a kind of app which you can easily find in Android platform named as Terminals, where it is a open source distributions of Linux. And all these are my media reports. This is unanswered because I was the student of Super 30. Even uh, a film is also based on this host tool. And all these are my webinars and my certifications details. So this one is all about me. So before starting the sessions, I also like you to introduce yourself so that we can start our cybersecurity journey. Or if you're not comfortable, then you can easily write your about yourself, like your state, about you. If you're working professional, you can write your name, company's name in the chat options also. So it's up to you. Now you can continue. You can also use your chat panel. Okay, hi Madhulika. You are from Andhra Pradesh for basic space and networking operations in China. Nice. Okay. Even Kirti, just a few days before, there was a vacancy in your company for the cybersecurity analyst job roles only. Hi, Herschel.
Hi Ranjan. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, fine, fine. And you are from Austria. Okay. Please do this fast. Write your number and email ID. Okay. Now, we'll start with our first lesson, which is cyber security or introductions to cyber security. See, most of the thing in our sessions will contain the practical part so that you can simply go through the entire tool and the results. We will also include some operating system like Kali Linux, this kind of things. Okay, which we will discuss after sometimes. So let's start our journey with this cybersecurity introductions. So in an era dominated by digital connectivity, the cybersecurity emerges as the shield guarding our digital landscapes. And the cybersecurity, often interchangeably referred to as information security, is a comprehensive discipline dedicated to fortifying a computer system, network, softwares, and data against unauthorized access, cyber attacks, and potential harm or theft. And as our reliance on digital technologies continues to grow, so does the significance of cybersecurity. Its mission is to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of the informations, making it a cornerstone for the trustworthiness of digital interactions. And this field encompasses a wide array of practice, technologies, and processes meticulously designed to navigate the complex terrain of cyber threats. And with a focus on preemptive defense and strategic response, cybersecurity seek to thwart the malicious activities that could compromise the security and functionality of the system. And this include safeguarding the sensitive data, preventing the unauthorized access, and mitigating the impact of cyber incidents. And as cyber threat evolve in sophistication and scale, cybersecurity adapts, employing a dynamic arsenal of tools and strategies. And it engages with challenges ranging from securing the individual devices and applications to managing the access, monitoring the network traffic, and developing the incident response plans. So, in essence, cybersecurity stands as a sentinel against the digital risks that accompany our interconnected world, striving to create a resilient and secure environment where individuals, organizations, and nations can harness the benefit of technologies with confidence. Means, if we talk about a cybersecurity, this cybersecurity sometimes also referred to as information security, and it is a multidisciplinary field dedicated to protecting our computer network, systems, programs, and data from unauthorized access, attacks, damage, or theft. And as our dependence on digital technologies continues to grow, the importance of cybersecurity has become paramount, and it encompasses a range of practices, technologies, and processes designed to safeguard the informations and ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of the data. Means, if we go through this cybersecurity field now, it is a kind of technologies where usually we'll try to understand like how we can secure our digital life from any other kind of cyber threats or cyber attack. Even it aims to reduce the risk of this cybercrime. And just wait a second. Okay, okay. So I was talking about this cybersecurity. So this cybersecurity refers to the practice of defending computer, servers, mobile devices, electronic system, networks, and data from malicious attack. And it encompasses various security measures such as firewall, antivirus software, intrusion detection system, and other tools designed to protect against the threat like we have malwares, phishing, ransomware, and some more hacking threats. And the cybersecurity is crucial for ensuring the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of the informations as more of us lives and businesses rely on the digital platform. So what respect expect of this cybersecurity is important. We are going to learn about these things. The next slide is need of cybersecurity. See, there can be so many reasons of this cybersecurity needs. Like The first can be like rising cyber threats. Let me first zoom this part. Means with the increasing connectivity of the devices and system, the threat landscape has expanded, and the cyber criminals exploit the vulnerabilities to gain the unauthorized access, launch attack, and compromise the sensitive data. The next can be like protection against cyber attacks. Means cyber attacks can range from malware, phishing, ransomware, and more sophisticated actions like denial of service attack, means DOS attacks. And these attacks disrupt the damage and gain the unauthorized access to the computer system, network, and other connected device informations. The third is regulatory compliance. Means various industries are subject to regulatory requirements that mandate a security measures to protect the sensitive data. For example, we have healthcare organizations must comply with the HIPAA in the US. HIPAA means Health Innocence Portability Act. While the financial service providers are governed by the regulations like GDPR in European Unions and GLBA in the US. The fourth can be like operationals continuity. Means the cyber attacks can disrupt the business separations and the operations, leading to the significant downtime and the loss of productivity. And effective cybersecurity measures helps to ensure that the organizations can continue operations even in the event of an attack. The next is very important, which is national security. Means on a large scale, cybersecurity is crucial for protecting the infrastructures and services that keep nations running, such as the power grid, water plants, transportations, health system, and cyber threats to this system pose risk to the national security. So, given these needs, cybersecurity is a critical component of our modern digital life and necessary for protecting all the facets of personal, corporate, and national activities against increasingly sophisticated and frequent cyber threats. Now, let's talk about the core branches of cybersecurity. But before starting, anybody have any questions up to here?
No,
What about others?
no, we are good.
So, if we talk about the core branches of cybersecurity, basically it starts with network, application security, cloud security, IoT security, endpoint compliance and governance, malware analysis. Means if you are from any IT background, there you need a cybersecurity part. Even some more part is still adding to these things like blockchains, AI, which is in the new things. So it's very important to learn this security part in this digital world. Let me show you one website first. Simply open Google and search here as cyber attack map. Click on the first website. In this website, you can exactly see the current cyber attacks between the countries. Means these days it's not possible to make maybe the physical attack, but we all are connected through internet. So it's very easy to make a access or to do a attack through the internet. In the left side, you can see like what kind of activities the countries are doing, like a phishing attack, web server attack, DDoS attacks, ransomware attack. And in the right side, you can see we have the top targeted countries, which are Mongolia, Georgia, Nepal, and Indonesia. You can see. And they are targeting the three sector move. The first educations, because after lockdown, most of the things are online now. People are learning through online, universities are teaching through online, examinations are through online. The second sector is healthcare, and the third we have this government. Means now government also have their portals where people can go for the services. And the top malwares you can see are botnets, phishing, mobile, which we will talk in upcoming classes because we have the terminologies parts also there. Now let's start with the first point, which is network security. So network security is a crucial subset of cybersecurity focused on protecting the integrity, confidentiality, and accessibility of a computer network and data using the both hardware and software technologies. And every organizations, regardless of size, industries, or infrastructures, require some level of network security solutions in place to protect it from the ever-growing landscape of cyber threats in the world today. So let's talk about some important component of a network security. The first we have this firewalls. So most of the person are totally aware, unaware about these things, and most people are aware about these things. So firewalls, these are the barrier set up to the block like unauthorized access to your network while permitting the outward communications. And the firewall can be hardware, softwares, or both. The second is like antivirus and anti malware software. Means the software is used to protect against the malware, including virus, worms, and ransomware. And it can also have capabilities to removing the malware from infected systems. The third we have this IDS and IPS, intrusion detection system and intrusion prevention system. Means these systems monitor the network traffic to identify the potentially dangerous activities and log informations about these activities. Sometimes stop the activities and report it also. Then the fourth major point is VPN, which is known as a private network connections or virtual private network. So the VPN encrypt the connections from the endpoint to a network, often over the internet. And typically it uses a secure protocol to ensure that only authorized user can access the network and that the data cannot be intercepted. The fifth part is data loss prevention, which is known as DLP also. Means these technologies prevent the user from sending the sensitive information outside the network. And this DLP system monitor, detect, and block the sensitive data while in use, means the endpoint actions, and in motion like network traffic and at rest like the data storage. Even the next point is also very important, which is encryption. Means it is a crucial for protecting the sensitive data. It ensures that even if data is intercepted, it cannot be read without the encryption key. And the last we have this access control. Means not everyone should have access to everything. A network can be have access to a segmented, and user can be given access only to the parts of the network they need to do their jobs. If we talk about the importance of network security, then the first is to protect the data. Means network security protect the sensitive data from unauthorized access, misuse, or theft. The second, safeguard users. Means protect against a potential threat that could exploit the vulnerabilities to harm user. And the last is compliance. Means helps in complying with the regulations by ensuring that the data is securely managed and maintained. Means the effective network security combines multiple layer of defenses at the each and in the network. And each network security layer implement the policies and control the authorized user gain access to network resources while blocking the malicious actors from carrying out exploit and threats. Now, let's talk about the next point, which is application security. Now, this application security refers to the measures and techniques used to protect the applications from threats throughout their life cycle. And it is an essential aspect of cybersecurity, focusing on keeping the software and devices free from threats. And secure applications ensures that the sensitive data is protected and the applications perform their functions as intended without the malicious interfaces. If we talk about a key component of this application security, then the first we have this secure coding practices. Means ensuring that the application's code is written securely to prevent vulnerabilities such as SQL injections, cross-site scripting, buffer overflow, and developer must follow the security guidelines and standard when writing the code. Means actually there is a top 10 vulnerabilities listed every 4 years, and cyber criminals use the flows to hack the following system. And we read this top 10 vulnerability just to secure or to work as a penetration testing in some certain field. And here we're talking about the top 10 vulnerabilities, which is cross-site scripting, blind SQL injections, cross-site request forgery, file inclusion, and practically, dear students, I'll teach you that part. Let me just go you some extra part, like suppose what kind of things we are going to learn. So most probably we are going to learn about the practical things, the ethical hacking, the cyber security, working with the lab. Like, let me show you. Usually we try to teach with the help of a Kali Linux. So it's a Linux-based operating system, and you will get lots of tool over here. See, So it include the installations of third-party applications. The you can also go with their own tools also. So how to make the lab, how to set up the lab, how to practice within these things. Apart from this, you will get to know the practical things with this parrot operating system also. Then Heron's boot operating system also. So I'll give you a complete list like what kind of things you are going to learn in our upcoming classes. Apart from this, I'm going to give you some overview about these things. So this is the overall syllabus where we'll start with the introductions of ethical hacking, like who are hackers, types of hacker, what is ethical hacking, the advantage and disadvantage of hacking. Then we'll go through the introductions to cybersecurity. Then what is cybersecurity, what is cyber war, types of cybersecurity and their job roles. Then cybersecurity certifications. Then we'll go with the network security. They will start with very zero level with the fundamental part of OSI, TCP models, networking, then protocols learning, some fundamental laws like what is IP address, what is TCP IP, networking devices, topologies. And from this part, we are going to start the practical things. Now, complete practical things will be there. Like before doing any kind of crime or attack, how we can change our identity, like the changing of VPN and the IP address. It includes so many different kind of functions. Then the Linux foundations, like how to set up the lab, what is shell, what is kernel, how we can work with the lab, the overview shell command, shell scripting, then the messaging, then the file management, creating a file, reading a file, editing a file, working with the notepad, some content, networking tools, shell scripting programming, installations of the third-party applications. Then we'll start with the system hacking and security. So how we can access the particular operating system, how we can remove the file, how we can remove the security features, how to work with the encryptions and decryptions. Because we have a file which is named as security account manager and the location is C drive Windows system 32 and config and then SEM. There you can see we have this file. So how to bypass the security features of Windows operating system, how to gain access, how to gain remote access, how to bypass their security credentials. So this kind of things you are going to learn in these chapters. And obviously you can include like additional security part also. The next we have this cryptography, which focus on fully encryptions and decryptions. And we are also going to learn about the steganography, which is a part where like how cyber criminals secretly hide a message inside a picture. And then we have the next part, which is Google dorking. Means what is dark wave, what is deep wave, how to access these things, how we can take the help of Google just to find the vulnerable link, and what are the basic command we can use on Google just to confuse the Google to get the results through this. This is known as a Google dorking. So how to gather the data, how to find the vulnerabilities in website, all these kind of things we are going to learn in these chapters. Then the next we have this web applications, security, penetration testing, and vulnerability assessment. Here, we'll start with a very basic part like what is web applications, client interface, what are the vulnerabilities, what is OWASP top 10, how to set up the lab. Here also, how to do a DOS attack, DDoS attacks, how we can get the informations like footprinting, requests, and informations gathering, then penetration testing. We'll use some third-party applications like Burp Suite. Then we will learn about the top 10 vulnerabilities. As you can see, the name is also mentioned here. And then lastly, we'll focus on Wi-Fi hacking and security. And in this whole entire courses, I'll give you one minor assignment. I mean, major assignment, and one more project to work with. So this is the overview of the entire course results. Now, let me share you these PPTs so that you can also go through these things. Just wait a second.
So I do have a question though.
Yeah, please.
Are you going to be teaching penetration testing as well or not?
No, definitely, it's in our syllabus. I also
Okay,
showed you the same thing. Uh, See this one. Yeah, website application security, penetration testing, and vulnerability assessment.
perfect. Thank you. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Thanks.
and for this, welcome. We are going to also use this meta exploitable too. Actually, this is a vulnerable operating system. It comes with the same vulnerabilities where you can practice with the vulnerabilities. And in this, we are going to learn about the DVWA, which is known as damned web vulnerable applications. And here in this image, you can see it contains all this top 10 vulnerability list over here.
Ranjan, these are the tools where we can find out the vulnerabilities.
Yeah, even you can practice with the live platform also. Like suppose here we have this brute force. So in website, maybe we have the login pages. So how we can get the access? So we'll use this tool also. So this tool is like suppose there's a website of yours and we cannot hack your website directly, or we cannot find a vulnerability because maybe you can take a legal actions because we need to follow some NOC certifications also to do these activities. But it will give you the virtual platform, and on the same website you can practice with these things. So this is the platform, you can say, where they will give you the top 10 vulnerability list, and you'll to do the capture the flag type of activities. Means practically how to find the vulnerability, how we can make the access, this kind of things we are going to learn. And we are also going to take some example of the tools where it will try to help to find out the vulnerabilities. Because if we keep on doing all these activities, it will take lots of time, no? Then what is the main method, what is the main vulnerability, all these kind of things we are going to learn through this penetration testing and vulnerability assessment,
Okay, and
but
did we cover the
practically.
pen? Yeah, and did we cover the penetration testing also here?
Yeah, definitely. Like how to find the vulnerability, how to report the vulnerability, how to make the report, all these things we are going to learn.
If, for example, if I want to go for the SOC for the any one of the organization, then how can we start and how can we the end of this? It will be covered up into the into these courses.
Yeah, actually we have some tools like Wireshark, like the monitoring, working with the IDS and IPS, man in the middle attack. Then we will also use this eater cap just to check the vulnerability and like what kind of things, means monitoring kind of activities you can go for this. Suppose in our organizations we have lots of laptop and we want to monitor the activities, like to see the activities of intruders. All these things we are going to cover in this chapters.
Ranjan, if you want to be just connect with you the directly, is it possible to connect or we need to be just go up with the with your entrepreneurs or any person? The what's the name is it?
And I think you can consult with our team.
Our team.
That will be
Okay.
the very best. Yeah,
Because I
before
have some other questions also then to be just discuss with you the first.
the team will help you for this.
Yeah, definitely Ranjan, we can. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So I do have another question though.
See, time to time I'll give you notes, tools, videos, everything from my side. Yeah, please check this.
Yeah, sure. Let me check. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you send me the same?
if you have this email address, then obviously.
Yeah, I have Harshal.Binekar, but I'm not getting it.
No, no, you will receive this one. Just refresh your part.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, let me complete just this topic only because the time is also running. Yeah, application security means If we talk about the component, means the main objective of this application security aims to protect our software and applications from the vulnerabilities that could be exploited by the attackers. If we talk about the component, the first can be like a secure coding practices, means ensuring that the application's code is written securely to prevent the vulnerabilities such as SQL injections, cross-site scripting, and buffer overflow. And the developer must follow the security guidelines and standards when writing the codes. The second we have this vulnerability scanning and code review, means regularly scanning the application's code base with automated tools and detect the security vulnerabilities and flaws. And additionally, manual code review by the security specialist help to identify the issues that automated the tools might miss. The third we have this security testing, means this include the dynamic application security testing, static application security testing, and interactive application security testing. And this test identify the vulnerabilities running applications and review the source code or compiled version of code. The fourth you can say this is penetration testing, means simulating the cyber attack against software to find the exploitable vulnerabilities in a controlled and safe manner. And the fifth we have this authentications and authorizations, means implementing the robust authentications mechanism ensures that the users are who they claim to be, and the authorizations ensures that authenticated users have appropriate access right to resources. Then we have the patch management, means regularly updating the applications to patch security vulnerabilities, and this keeping all the libraries and dependents up to the date. The seventh, we have this security architectures, means incorporating the security into the application's design, including framework and architectures that inherently promote a security features like model view controller, which can help to isolate the business's logic from user interface, making it harder for attackers to exploit the vulnerabilities. And then we have some dependency management also, like ensuring the third-party component libraries and dependents are regularly checked for the vulnerabilities, and we use some kind of tools also for finding these things. Means if we talk about the importance of this application security, the first is data protections, means protect the sensitive data from unauthorized access and breaches, which can have a severe legal and financial implications. The second we have this trust and credibility, means user trust secure applications, enhancing the developers or the company's credibility, or preventing the financial loss, obviously. Means security breaches can be costly, not just in terms of regulatory fines, but also loss in revenue and damage reputations. And we have some challenges in application security also, like the complex software environment, means the modern applications often involve a complex environments that can be hard to secure fully. Then involving threat landscape, means as technologies advance, so do the tactics and technologies of attackers, which continuously pose a new security challenges. Okay, means the application security is a continuous integrated process, and as applications evolve with the new features and updates, their security measures must also be continually updated and tested to protect against both existing and emerging security threats. So let it be up to here only. Next class we'll discuss about this cloud security. You have the files now, and I'm going to assign write the things over here also. Today we have this 2nd of May, and in this part we have completed up to application security. Okay, so anybody have any questions, anything you want to ask?
Yeah, I do have a question. Sorry.
Yeah, please ask.
I was going to ask at the sorry, on a scale of 10 to 100, like how at the end of the course, like would the how would this course, how do you think we're going to be prepared for the workforce? Like how guarantee are we that we're going to get a job with the kind of experience that we're going to gain through the through this training?
Okay, see, basically we mainly focus on the learning of cybersecurity to enhance your skill in the field of the cybersecurity, and we have more than 8 to 9 different jobs for this cybersecurity, which is start with the cybersecurity engineers, cybersecurity analysts, penetration tester, vulnerability assessment. This kind of job roles are there, which we'll discuss in our next chapter. And there you will get the idea about like how you can make your career in the field of cybersecurity. But apart from this, you also need to gain some extra knowledge, depend upon your interest also, because it's a like a training where we will include the entire things. But
Right.
we have a specific path also. Suppose you want to work in a company and that company is only focusing on penetration testing. So for that part, maybe you can go with the some other certifications also, because we cannot say professionally like only with the help of this thing you are going to make your career. No, there are some other things also. But in these things, we are going to just upskill your knowledge in the field of cybersecurity. Okay. So this kind of things we are going to learn. I have shared you the syllabus also. Just go through the syllabus, but depend upon our interest also. Suppose in future you have, if you have interest in Wi-Fi hacking and technologies, then we have the other branches or any kind of things also. But for better part, our team will discuss about these things. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll discuss about like job roles and the certifications, so not to worry about these things.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. Okay, so bye everyone, take care. I hope you enjoy the sessions.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
thank you,
much.
Anjit. Yeah,
Thanks, Sharon. Thank you.
Bye, have
thanks
a
a
nice
lot.
day.
Thank you.
Bye.